Why should we demand the immediate abolition of abortion versus working incrementally to legislate it? Why? Well, because it's murder. I shouldn't have to say any more than that. Because it's murder. You don't legislate murder. We shouldn't make it more difficult to murder anyone, but especially a human being in what should be the safest place in the whole world, inside their mother's womb. It's murder. We don't legislate that. We dare not make peace with that which Jesus died for. If it's murder, it's sin. And if it's taking an image bearer of God, which it is, it's not if, it is that, well, we shouldn't just be okay with saying, let's make it more difficult for someone to murder an image bearer of God. No, we should just prophetically call for it to be over, done. It's no longer legal. You cannot do that. We need to abolish abortion. In Romans chapter 1, this struck me as we were preaching through the book of Romans earlier this year, in 2019. In Romans 1, at the end of it, the Apostle Paul gives a long list of things that are idolatrous, or the actions of those who have exchanged the truth about God for a lie. So they worship and serve created things rather than the Creator. And then he gives this long list as to what those things, what it looks like coming out of an idolater's heart into their hands and their actions. And in this big list, he says they are full of murder. And then at the very end, the thing that struck me is, I'd read this passage before, but it just struck me when it comes to incrementalism, when it comes to this issue of should we incrementally work towards it being more and more difficult to abort babies, or should we just call for the immediate abolition, the end of abortion? And he says, after they are full of more murder, though they know God's righteous decree and that those who practice such things deserve to die, they not only do them, but they give approval to those who practice them. So when he's identifying what idolatry looks like, they're full of murder, and they not only do that, but they give approval to those who do that. We cannot for a second give any sort of approval at any stage of development to the murder of human beings. Anything short of abolition, anything short of abortion being illegal, murder being illegal, is just, I'm afraid, it's just some sort of approval. We disapprove if you kill a baby once we have a detectable heartbeat, but we approve if it's before we can detect a heartbeat. That's still giving an approval for people to be able to murder.